Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Today we're going to be doing a classic read, so I'm going to take a look at the energies of Divine Feminine Collective, Divine Masculine Collective, and the energy of the connection at this time. I am going to start with an oracle deck, and at the end I'll pull some cards from the Hermit Tarot, which is my token cards, and we'll get some messages between the twins. Welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, I'm excited to have you here and deliver this message to you today. As for the Oracle deck, I decided to take the Alice Wonderland deck for today. As I was pre-shuffling them, I actually realized that Alice looks a little bit like a possessed doll at some of those, but I don't know. Maybe it's because Halloween is coming. I just felt guided to pick up this deck, so I'm gonna use it. Actually, it has pretty cool messages, and maybe I'll even read, not yet. Maybe I'll even read something from the book, we'll see. Okay, let's get started right away. So, for Divine Feminine, we have a moment's regret, nostalgia, idealizing past, fearing you've made a mistake. So this is like a Five of Cups energy, really. Let's see what we have. In the book there is a story from Alice here for each of the cards. Let's see what Alice the Wonderland says about it. It was much pleasanter at home, thought poor Alice, when one wasn't always growing larger and smaller and being ordered about by mice and rabbits. I almost wish I hadn't gone down that rabbit hole. And yet, it's rather curious, this sort of life. When we make life changes and take large steps into the unknown, it is perfectly natural to have a moment or two when we wonder whether we have made a series of mistakes. When this card comes to you, it shines a light on the doubts you're having and asks you to accept these uncertainties as part of the process of change. And yes, I've been talking about the process of change and the transformation energies that are in the air that are going to be relevant in the month of October, big time. So you can check out the reading from yesterday and the day before that, but basically this is just another confirmation that, or another aspect of these changes, right? That it will feel scary at times, and it's okay. But this is your confirmation that you are on the right track, Divine Feminine. The divination message. Second guessing your decisions, berating yourself for the choices you have made, feeling regretful and missing what was. Nostalgia and focus on what is going wrong, or what could still go wrong. Yeah, so basically the recommendation here, or the guidance, is you are on a remarkable journey of change. It is one that will lead to wisdom, experience, and adventure. You have made a wonderful choice, so take heart in knowing that all change creates waves and disruption. Do not make more of your misgivings than they are. They are the natural consequence of bravely stepping out of your comfort zone. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what we have for Divine Masculines now. All right, I'll take it. I want to be a queen. Number 33. Stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test. Let's read it. Passing a test, I like that. I don't want to be anybody's prisoner. I want to be a queen. So you will, when you've crossed that next brook, said the White Knight. When Alice declares she does not want to be anybody's prisoner, she's establishing her self-determination. She's a free person, even in the strange world she finds herself within. She will not allow herself to be imprisoned, enslaved, or taken into captivity, even if her incarceration was to be comfortable. She declares her intent strongly. She wants to be a queen, a ruler in her own right, a person who has power, influence, and will take charge of herself in her own world. And She will embrace all the responsibility and scrutiny that comes with that role. Yeah, so that's an important part of embracing the role of the queen, or requesting that the responsibility that comes with it. You're ready to become the queen and make your own choices in your own way. You're set to rule your world, indeed, to shape your world. You will no longer ask for permission to come and go. You will declare, make the rules, and decide what takes place in your dominion. Instead of fearing your power, you will embrace it and the enormous energy that comes with stepping into your own potential. Yes. So divine masculines are on their transformational journey of becoming powerful and influential, and they're doing so by establishing borders and staying confident about, so to me this is more like 7 of Wands, if you wish, energy. Staying confident in what you do, right? Okay, so we'll keep this and we'll get to tarot now. What kind of energy are divine feminines experiencing at this time? What do we need to know? 3 of Wands. Okay, what about masculines? King of Cups. I love it. What about the energy of the connection at this time? I'll pull some clarifiers as well. I have my holographic deck today to clarify. The Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck, the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. Joy and happiness. And I'm hearing that's the outcome in this case. That's what awaits the twins if they stick with this path, even though it's gonna look and feel scary at times, or right in your face, where you have to really stand your ground to keep going. Please clarify 3 of Wands for the feminines. By the way, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Also, please feel free to check out my website, mindfulbamboo.com. Well, actually, my YouTube channel with the October readings for every zodiac sign. And then, of course, my website. I have a blog about wellness and mindfulness there. Just posted a new article on connection to nature. And if you're interested in a personal reading or coaching session with me, you can purchase those through my website. So take a look. We have Justice and the Emperor. Look at that, 2 major arcanas. 4 and 9, which make number 13 together, which is the transformation energy. Let's clarify the King of Cups for the masculines. Okay. Queen of Swords. This is the karmic energy in my deck, especially when it falls into the masculine side. Please clarify the Hanged Man. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. Yes. So again, the outcome is that the twins are gonna be more, are gonna feel more safe in expressing love for each other. And it doesn't mean, of course, that immediately it's gonna be like a marriage proposal, but we can express love in so many different ways. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've noticed on my personal journey that my twin suppresses themselves and their feelings so much that they kind of go to the extreme where they don't express much at all, most of the time. Not always, but most of the time, right? So it's kind of like being exaggerated. I understand, well, actually I've had, because we have like a specific relationship, right? I understand if it was somebody else or specific people I know who were in his position, they would still be, even if it wouldn't be a love relationship, nothing like that. We have specific social roles, but it still would have been a lot more forthcoming, and we would be exchanging feedback and, you know, words of appreciation and attention towards each other, a lot more than my DM is doing. And then again, another twist to it. So he's suppressing all of that because it's so intense, and he cannot really afford showing that much of love, of passion, you know, of feelings. So he's repressing that to the extreme. And in turn, I'm picking up on that, and I'm like, okay, well, it's not gonna be right if I'm gonna bombard him with like those words, that attention, you know, those feelings, that expression. So then I do the same, right? And it kind of goes like a ricochet back and forth. And basically there is this wall, imaginary energetic wall between the twins. It can easily work like that. Even if at the beginning there was only one of the two people who was upset or angry or consciously repressing themselves, right? Then it ricochets into another person, and it just works that way. So the outcome of these transformations are going to be that the twins are going to be more, going to feel more free and more comfortable expressing themselves to the other person. Again, doesn't mean direct proposal. It's more along the lines like there's a lot more trust. You know, like imagine your relationship with someone, let's say with a friend who you trust a lot, and another friend who you don't trust as much, you're not that close, right? And how much you're going to share with one person and another, right? You're definitely going to share a lot more and have a lot more intimate conversations with the person who you trust a lot more, right? And that's what I'm talking about. The communication is going to be a lot more authentic. The twins are going to be sharing more with each other, and as they do that, there will be more and more happiness that's going to be coming along, even if those things that they share are not necessarily the happy moments, right? Because sharing is also about sharing the pain points, the times of sadness, regret, loss, whatsoever, right? It's still gonna be, even in that case, it's gonna be strengthening the bond between the twins. Okay, so feminines, we have Three of Wands for you with the Emperor and the Justice. Two very masculine and masculine figures of authority. Let's put it that way. Oh no, actually Justice is usually feminine, but in this deck it's actually masculine. Just realized. So Divine Feminine is basically rebalancing her energetic field right now in terms of balance of emotions and balance of ego, right? I mean, emotions and ego are very much connected, and that's why they look like twins here in their own right, their own set of twins. But yeah, it's basically the logical brain versus the soul, the heart space, the essence, you know, the voice of spirit. And there is this rebalancing now where Divine Feminine is trying to stay grounded and balanced so that the ego and the feelings do not overtake. And feelings in this case is more about trying to take control of the situation, which is also feelings because there's fear and pain behind this kind of intentions. But that's how it's going to manifest during this time, which makes sense because Justice is Libra, we're in the Libra season. The Emperor is Aries, corresponds to Aries, and we have Chiron in Aries. So a lot of those personal space and taking charge kind of patterns are going to be coming up for us to work with them, to heal them. So there's a lot of that rebalancing so that, again, there is no moment's regret, so that there is no sadness or anger or judgment towards something that doesn't look like what you've expected. There you go. Thank you. It's letting go of expectations in the ego aspect of it, where we wanted things to be a very specific way, and if it doesn't work out this way, then it's an explosion. For masculines, we have King of Cups clarified by Queen of Swords. So once again, the karmic partner or karmic situation is bringing in the truth for divine masculines of who they are and what love means to them, love relationship and exchange of love energy, right? Like it could be the karmic situation, could be the job, for example, but it's still going to be showing certain scenarios and certain examples of how it's not really a loving exchange of energy, right? How it's taken hostage, I'm hearing, of divine masculines. And masculines understanding that that's not what they want for themselves, even if it looked very attractive before. Now this karmic, let's call it karmic because it can be a person or not, the karmic doesn't look so attractive anymore. It used to be exciting, adventurous, they're devilish, but now it's like, no, that's kind of, it's a bit much. And also, it doesn't seem like we're on the same page. You see, this are different suits. The King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This is water and this is air. And they're not that compatible generally as suits. So, you know, it's like, it's something shiny, something nice. Yeah, it kind of draws your attention. But it's not, I don't feel much there. It's nothing that fulfills me. Okay, and for the connection energy, we have the Hanged Man clarified by King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so this is, with the connection, this is a time of reflection and energetic rebalancing. And twins may not see something changing in the physical for a while, or it may not seem fruitful. But this is an illusion if that's the case, because there's a lot of happening behind the scenes or under the hood, however you want to call it. You see, like under the hood, like in this card. The Hanged Man is the energy of reflection, of taking a break, taking a pause in whatever it was they've been doing in order to smell the flowers, basically, to check yourself, like in the moment around you and where you are in the world. Understand more deeply why you're there, right? So it's that more of an internal process. It may not look like much on the outside, but don't be deceived that nothing is happening. There's a lot happening at this time. And I'm sure if you're light workers, you're empaths, you will feel that anyway. Let's get some messages between the twins, and I'm gonna start with messages from divine masculines to divine feminines. I like how we have like a series of readings. It feels like soap opera. Okay, yes, that's it for today. I know you from somewhere. This is a Six of Cups energy. Be more selfish. Seek professional advice, and they're waiting for you. So for some, I'm getting immediately, seek professional advice actually means professional advice. Could be a lawyer, a doctor, some paid professional that you would see for their expertise. And we had the Justice card, which also, for you feminines, which also often means some sort of legalistic procedures. It can be connected with finances, with some legal questions, maybe taxes. Could be, of course, divorce or inheritance or something like that. Could be connected with child support and custody. Like, it can be all kinds of things. So take it how it resonates. But that's where the professional advice is mentioned. There's also the card They're Waiting for You. To me, this is like a mission card. This is a reminder for divine feminines that don't get too hung up on what's going on with the masculine and with the two of you, because you have important phase of your mission coming up. And, you know, you need to be more selfish here. Even that means a positive connotation where you're supposed to be thinking about your own happiness, filling your own cup, so that you can then share with others, because they need your knowledge, they need your inspiration and the boost of energy that you can bring about to the table. Yeah, I know you from somewhere is a little nudge and wink from divine masculines that they know that your connection is so special and surreal. That, and of course this means that they know you from previous lifetimes. It's that sort of moment. Actually, when I was talking to my twin flame about him being my twin flame and our story and stuff, I actually remember this moment where when we noticed each other that way. And at that time, we hardly knew anything about each other. And it was such a strange feeling that he was giving me a hug, and I could feel that this is not just my person, this is family. This is like someone who's very close to me. And I was like, well, I hardly know him at all. Like literally have know very little about him. How can it feel that way? But it does come on that energetic feeling level, where we just know that this is part of our family, even if this is, we've only had like one conversation and it wasn't very long. Messages from the feminines to the masculines now. Okay. We have, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Wait. My life started when I met you, and I just want space. Yeah, so Divine Feminines is saying that they're doing some healing at the moment, and that's why they need to be by themselves. They do not hold a grudge about whatever went down between you two, and whether you Divine Masculines have really hurt them. It feels like you've hurt them quite a bit. They do not hold a grudge, and they understand that it's part of the journey, and it just triggers certain unhealthy patterns that they need to work on. And then they realize that it's on their side, on their plate, and there's something that they are supposed to do about it. Yeah, and another nudge and wink now from feminines to masculines, that the feminines realize how deep and special this connection is, and that it goes beyond this current lifetime. Beautiful. I think I'm gonna leave it here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.